somebody.
What up, YouTube? So it's Cholito Saldaña here, aka Toro Strong. I don't know why I said aka like that, but for this vlog, unfortunately, don't have any vlog footage, and that was just poor planning on my part. But that aside, I wanted to talk about something that I'm proud to say that I practiced this past weekend, and what that is courage. So I want y'all to know, I don't know if y'all are going through some times right now, where, you feel like you can't do something, or maybe you shouldn't do something because of somebody else's opinion, or, you feel like you're stuck, even though deep down, what you have to do in order to continue. You have to just keep on going. Like, let me give you some context, and just to just to be a little bit vulnerable with y'all. When I was 18, I was dating chicks up until 18 years old, and I was a virgin then. And what happened at 18 was I had gotten really depressed, like extremely depressed, and I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. And because of my powerlifting goal, I went ahead and I gained 220 pounds over the next 2 years, and I kind of sacrificed 2 years of just growth when it comes to every other part of my life besides powerlifting. And I had zero self-confidence besides in powerlifting. I didn't really know how to talk to people. I especially didn't know how to talk to women. And sometimes it would actually scare me to have social interaction and stuff like that. But after COVID happened, and I lost all that weight, and I started branching out into more life besides powerlifting. I've been developing every single day, and I've been pushing forward, trudging forward, no matter how hard it gets, and I'm really enjoying it. And one of the toughest parts that I've had, that I've been really struggling with, is relationships. After closing my heart off for 4 years, or I think it was 5 years, I didn't know how to be vulnerable. I didn't know how to be in relationships. I didn't know how to feel pleasure or anything like that, because I was so used to just taking that away from myself. And so honestly, it strikes fear in my heart to be vulnerable and to connect with people, because I guess I have trust issues. Deep down, I feel like people are going to betray me. I feel like I've gotten over that quite a bit, and I've learned to trust people, or trust a handful of people that I care about. And with that being said, I've been trying to get back into dating, and I used Tinder for a while, I used Facebook for a while, and the point is, I kept on showing up. Even though I was still a little bit afraid of talking to, or getting in a relationship, not talking to women, but getting in a relationship. And yes, I still haven't committed to anything, but the point is, I kept on showing up. I kept on going to those dating apps, and I kept on talking to chicks, and I kept on just developing that shit until I met this chick, and we went on a date, and then we went on 2 dates, and then blah blah blah. I kept on going, and at this point, I'm still a virgin. Working up to, or before, at 18, when I gained all that weight, I was a virgin. And then obviously, as a fat fuck, nothing against if you're overweight, that's just how I called myself, and that's still how I call myself when I was that big, because I was weak from being that big, and I had no self-confidence. There was no way in hell that I was going to go anywhere with any girl. But it started becoming more realistic, and after I lost all that weight, obviously I was still a virgin. And this past weekend, I knew that I was going to have sex whenever I chilled with this girl. And, that it fucking struck fear in my heart, just because I guess it's, nothing that it's something that I've never done before. And, I knew that it was like I knew that it was a step forward in development, but because of that fear, I kept on getting in my head. I kept on telling myself, like, oh, you need to cut it off here. Oh, you need to tell her this, this, and this. Oh, you need to find a way to get out of this. Oh, like, my mind kept on finding routes to get out of it. And then there's this voice. There's this voice deep down that was like, Chris, just trust the process. Just keep on moving forward. Just take a next step. Think about, ways to commit to it. And yeah, this may sound silly, but, being a virgin kind of struck my manhood. It did, for all these years. It was kind of like hovering over my head. And, that night, because I decided to, face fear in the eyes and just keep on moving forward, even though, something like that may not be fearful to you, you can use this, methodology in whatever part in your life that, you feel fear. You just have to keep on trusting the process. You have to keep on showing up. We all know deep inside what we have to do. We all know that next step, big or small, that we have to take. But the point is to take that step. If you don't take that step, you're going to regret it. And you're going to know deep down in your head that you should have taken that step, and that you could have taken that step, and that it would have made you a better man or a better woman if you would have just followed your heart and kept on moving forward. So yeah, I kept on moving forward, and one thing led to another, and finally, I'm not a virgin anymore. And again, that may seem silly to y'all, but it's not silly to me. And it took courage. So I want y'all to try something out for me. Think of some part of your life right now, and again, it could be a big situation or it can be a small situation. Like, it can seem very petty, but if it strikes fear in your heart, then it's not petty. And that's a challenge that you need to overcome. And what I want you to do is write out a plan, okay? Because what I realize happens whenever fear strikes in your heart is, and you may not be like me, but is I immediately, like I said earlier, trying to find routes out of it. And if you write down on a piece of paper a plan to get through it, a plan that you can follow, a strategy, then you now know what you have to do. Even though you knew deep down what you have to do, now you have it on paper. Now it's clear. Okay? After you get clarity, you're going to be more committed to it. And then whenever you start feeling that doubt again, boom, you already have a plan. And you'll already be moving forward. Even though if you feel scared to move forward, all you have to do is just take that first step. And one thing that really helped me, not in just this situation, but in all situations where I feel this, is to create some kind of commitment device. So I'll give you an example. For this scenario where I knew I was going to have sex with this chick, and I didn't, I was scared to do it, and I was creating all these scenarios not to. A commitment device for me was, hey, 5 o'clock, or I think I said 6 o'clock p.m. Saturday, we're going to hang out. And I said it the day before. So there was no backing out of that, because she had probably prepared for it, prepared to hang out at that time. And now, I kind of, made a promise to her. And I guess that all depends on, your integrity, if you're willing to follow through on your promises. But create some kind of create a situation to where you have to keep on moving forward. So even if you have, all of these doubts and all of these things telling you not to go, if you create a situation where there's only one path, then you're going to go down only that one path. So I hope that helped y'all out. It really helped me out. And, I just wanted to share that with y'all, not the, virginity part or whatever, but the fact that it feels good to be on the other side, or it feels good to conquer fear. You know, it feels good to practice courage and to move forward. And that's something that we all need to strive to do. You know, even if it is uncomfortable, even if it is scary, it'll help us develop and, you know, overcome these challenges that are honestly just petty, you know? Like, they're irrational fears. And, you know, like we rationalize these fears in our head, and there's no point in doing that, because all that's going to do is just hold us back. So let's get over our fears, understand exactly what we have to do, how we have to do it, when we have to do it, and then just commit to it. Create a commitment plan so that you have to do it and there is no way out of it, and you'll be forced to be courageous. So yeah, if you're not courageous, go ahead, or if you don't have innate courage in you, I don't even know if innate is the right word, then yeah, create a structure to where you have to bring out your courage so that you can practice that and build it and take that victory to the next challenge. That's the goal, to just keep on moving forward. So that aside, so I hope that helped you out. I also wanted to let y'all know that this past weekend I created a email list. So, or not an email list, I created an email campaign. So for the past, or since January 1st, actually, I've been keeping a journal. I don't know if you can see this, but I've been keeping a journal of short prompts that I feel like are important to me and would be valuable to, whoever else reads them. So I'll read a quick one right now. Perfect. Listen to your body/gut/instincts. Be courageous if you have fear. Ask yourself, what if? That literally goes perfect with this video. So if you want to get prompts like this and questions like this for you to actually critically think about when it comes to your life and apply these things to your life, all you have to do is go to torostrongpower.com. That'll take you to a form. You put in your name, your email, and you submit it. Boom, you're done. You'll get an email every Monday and Friday morning with a prompt from my journal and experience to just create some context for that prompt, and then an actionable step that I tell you to do in order to put that prompt to practice. So again, if you feel like that would be helpful, which I think that it would be helpful for literally anybody in any situation, then you can sign up for that at torostrongpower.com. Again, torostrongpower.com. All you do, you go to there and you put in your name and email, and you'll be signed up. And yeah, they're straight, no BS. I'm not selling shit. torostrongpower.com. Join that shit. What up, y'all? I hope that video was helpful, and I'm sorry again for not having some vlog footage, but I feel like that was still, a really important part that, I needed to tell people. And I hope that y'all, find some good advice that you can use in there, or at least, relate to my experience and, use that power to your benefit. But yeah, some heavy deadlifts today. Top set was 750 for max reps. And these are my warm-ups, so they're feeling fucking fantastic. I started doing multiple reps on my warm-ups since my top set is going to be, multiple reps. But I'm going to go ahead and just let the footage play from here.
What I'm saying is, okay, so something else you told me that you were okay and comfortable when you do that. So just, like I said, don't let it happen.
Come on. Go!
Easy money.
Lightweight, let's go. Come on. There you go.
Oh,
Keep it going. Let's go. Got it.
So yeah, that was my top sets, and they felt, really, really good. But I do think that I could have gotten way, or at least like one or two more reps on my top set with deadlift. But what had happened, and I do this all the time with my deadlifts, and apparently it took up to now for me to finally, note and understand my mistake. Look at that. These RDLs are killing me. But what that mistake was I was getting too hype mid-set. Damn, get out of the way, fool. God damn. You lucky I can't travel through this screen and snatch your ass. This happens a lot of time, or like plenty of times in the middle of my deadlift set, just because deadlift is, so hype and you feel like you can just power through anything. But what had happened was, I did my first and second rep and they were good. And if you saw in my third rep, in between my second and third, I went, and this is going to sound silly, but not a piece of spit, but, some saliva got, in my throat. And instead of swallowing it and then resetting my bracing, I tried to pull, with a half-ass brace. And that immediately pulled me out of position to where, the top of the lockout was way harder than it should have been. And, ultimately, I believe that sacrificed, a whole nother rep, if not two. You never know. So, that's something for y'all to keep in mind. Like, this is all a form game, obviously a power game, but most importantly, a form game, because if you can maintain your form, then you can grind the heavy weights. But if you're losing your form and you're sacrificing it just to get hype or some BS like that, you're going to miss a rep, if not two. And, that's progress. That's critical progress. When you're peaking like I am and you're in, you're going less than 5 reps, every rep matters. Not only for confidence, or not only for strength gains, but also for confidence. If you can create the ability to, grind out these heavy weights, then you're going to be way more confident whenever, you do start stalling out, because you're so used to grinding them out. But yeah, I did some RDLs after that. The RDLs felt freaking fantastic. If you have, a sticking point, try doing paused RDLs like you just saw me do. Bare grip, not hook grip, not with straps. You got to build that grip. And then, yeah, afterwards, I'm just doing some hamstring curls. And, these feel fantastic. I always pull them and hit the rack, and people are like, what the fuck? But, yeah, hamstring curls were feeling fantastic. And, I'm only getting stronger. And next week, or I guess not next week, but the week after next week, when it comes to this episode, I'm going to be switching up my accessories. So I'm pretty excited for that, because I've been progressing really fast with all of my current accessories. So, whenever I switch, then I'm going to be able to keep that rate of progress. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, here I just do some weighted ab rollouts. I think I do like sets of 8, and then, maybe I hold them. But yeah, this is one of my favorite ab workouts. My most favorite, though, is decline Russian twists with a plate. That is the best ab workout that you can do for stability and for strength training, I believe. And then, after you do maybe a set of like 10, pretty decently tough reps on the Russian twists, then, you hold it, and then you just kind of, pump them out. But that's kind of what I do here, I believe. I do a bunch of reps. My lower back should not be curving that much. But whatever. Damn, boy. My boy thick. Look at them cheeks. I'm getting thick, bro. I got that turtle shell back, too. Look at that shit. Holding that 45-pound plate like it's not a damn thing, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, you know what the fuck I'm saying, man? Damn, look at those striations, too. I'm miring on myself. You hear me lick my fingers up. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But, yeah. So, here's some bench day with big old Johnny and big old Jacob. This bench day was an absolute mess. It was horrible. You know what I was talking about when it comes to the routines? Well, I have a specific routine set up for for squats and a very specific routine set up for deadlifts. I have no routine set up for bench, and the results are showing. I'm actually degressing in bench, and I think that's also because I've cut my frequency when it comes to chest work in half. I thought that it would be beneficial, but I should have learned from my past that the weights actually start feeling heavy, and my progress, cuts back. But damn, look at that big Johnny, just repping shit out. I think he goes for 565 today, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this footage play, bro. Yeah, so that was my top set, 455, and it was supposed to be for, at least 4 reps. I barely got 2. So, that's how shitty bench is going right now. But, this week I'm hoping that it's going to be better. And when I say hope, I mean, like, I'm making specific efforts to make it better. 1 being the routine. And then 2, I think I'm going to have to up my frequency when it comes to bench. And 3, increase my rest times. So that's pretty much all that I have to say for, these over talking, I guess. But, I'll catch you on the next episode, and I'll make sure that the next episode actually has vlog footage. And yeah, so going back to that email list that I was talking about earlier, if you want some, prompts for you to help improve your life every Monday and Friday morning, you can go ahead and sign up for that at torostrongpower.com. That'll take you to a form where all you have to do is just put in your name and email, submit that shit, and you will be signed up. So again, that's torostrongpower.com. 2 easy steps. Go to that link, sign up, and you're done. torostrongpower.com. I'll see y'all later.
Go.